Hello and welcome to mamajujutarot. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate all the support I've received for my channel. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be in the description section below. Without further ado, Libra, I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading for the month of October 2020. When I was meditating before doing your reading, I heard the song Lightning Crashes by, I believe the name of the band is Live. So if you're not familiar with the song, check that out. It may pertain to you or someone you're dealing with. Libra, in the month of October, you may feel as though you're dealing with divine intervention or angelic assistance of some sort. You are either going to be having a past situation return, or emotions or thoughts regarding a past situation return to you during the month of October. So getting into your reading, you have the Nine of Swords, which is the card of Gemini. Either you have significant Gemini placements or you could be dealing with a Gemini. So you're going to be plagued with dark thoughts and disturbing feelings, and they're going to be weighing you down. They may be keeping you up at night. You're going to be worrying excessively about a situation, and your negative thoughts are going to stress you out and have you in an anxious state, possibly pertaining to this situation, this past situation, whatever this was. Then you got the Nine of Wands, which is a card of Sagittarius. Either you're dealing with a Sagittarius or you have Sagittarius placements in your chart. As such, you're going to have a clear vision of what you want or what you want to create. It's going to be fueled by passion and inspiration, and you're going to be moving forward towards achieving your goal, whatever that may be. This is the Go For It card in the tarot. So during the month, you're going to be moving towards something that's going to be a result of the Nine of Swords card, or whatever you've been worrying about. Then you got the Justice card reversed, which is the card of Libra. So it could be this could be pertaining to you, or if you're dealing with another Libra, it could be them. So you know that you or they know that they've done something that's morally incorrect or that isn't right. And although others may not see it yet, you or they have a choice to be made. You can hide it and hope that no one finds out, or you can own up to it, whatever this perceived mistake was, and then take focused action to resolve the situation. And that's what the Nine of Swords is speaking to, is this moral injustice or dilemma that you're going to be faced with in the month of October. Then you got the Hermit card, which is the card of Virgo. So you can either be dealing with a Virgo or have significant Virgo placements. You're going to be going within to find the answers you seek. You're going to take a break from the outside world and all, everybody else's opinions or insights or, wants, needs, and desires. And you're going to be getting really clear with yourself on what you want. What's best for you? What's the right course of action to take in this situation? And then you got the Page of Swords, which is the sign of Aquarius. Either you're dealing with an Aquarius or you have Aquarius placements in your chart. You're going to come out of hermit mode with new ideas and plans about the future, which you may be excited about. It's going to be regarding starting a new project, but most likely it's about pursuing a new approach towards something or someone. You're going to realize that in the past that perhaps your approach was deceptive in nature, or you did not clearly communicate your wants, needs, and desires. And so you're going to have a redirected approach, and you're going to move towards that. Then you got the Three of Wands. This is the sign of Aries, or the card of Aries. Either you're dealing with the Aries or you have significant Aries placements in your chart. You're becoming more aware of the opportunity that exists for you right now. And you realize there's more to come from this situation, or there could be more to come from this situation, that you're seeing the possibilities in this situation, rather. Then you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is Virgo. Either you're dealing with a Virgo or you have Virgo placements in your chart. you've worked hard to create abundance in your life, and you can now finally enjoy the fruits of your labor. This card also speaks to financial independence, but it's a card of independence regardless, in whatever state it speaks to, be it financial, emotional, whatever the case may be. You're coming from an independent stance. Then you got the Three of Swords, which is the card of Libra. This could be or pertain you're dealing with a Libra in your life. You're feeling deeply hurt and disappointed by hurtful words, actions, intentions of others, likely in the past, be it yours or someone else's. Although this is likely it came from someone else, and it was intentional and it came out of the blue, which was more hurtful. The Three of Swords is a card that speaks to being hurt by those closest to us, which, I mean, that's always a more painful truth whenever, people in our lives that you love or, you think love you, hurt you, especially with intent. Then you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of Virgo. So either you're dealing with a Virgo or you have Virgo placements in your chart. Right now, you're envisioning your goal. You're determining the best course of action, and then you're going to strike out on your own path or formulate a plan to get to the end result or get the job done. You're going to be methodical and relentless in your focus towards who or whatever this is. You know what you want. Once you've went through the hermit mode and you've thought through all these things, you're going to know what you want. Because you end with the Empress reversed, which is it's the card of Libra. Could also be Taurus. You could be dealing with a Libra or Taurus or have those placements in your chart. You're being encouraged to make self-love and self-care a priority. You're going to be bringing your loving energy and focus back to yourself, especially if you've been giving your power away in a situation. I think many of you, you possibly have been in another relationship or another situation, or you chose other people over yourself in the past. You gave your power away to them. You allowed them to control you. I mean, a lot of times this speaks to taking care of others, and their needs over your own. And you're being encouraged to make self-love and self-care a priority and making yourself happy instead of being so focused on making others happy. And I know, as a Libra, I mean, you guys struggle with this because, I mean, the Justice card in the Tarot, I mean, it is, to me, that card often speaks to, and when it's upright, it speaks to things not being as they seem. And also, I mean, you guys by nature are fair, equitable, and you try to be judicious in your decisioning or your decision making. But the thing is, you guys can't make everybody happy, even though you try, and that's why it takes you guys so long to make a decision. But at the end of the day, you do that, you make others happy, or you put others first at the sake of yourself. Which you're beginning to realize, or I think in the month of October, you're going to be beginning to realize that that's an unhealthy response, and it's you're fair to everybody but you. And that's not healthy at the end of the day. I think you're beginning to realize that in the month of October. So I pulled some advice cards for you guys. And the first card out we got was honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And that's true. I mean, people are going to let us down. I mean, people are going to lie to us, and they're going to tell us, half-truths. But you do always know your own truth. You can always be honest with yourself, and should be. Then you got regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Can't change the past, but you can change the present. Because that's where our future lies. I mean, what you do today, that has to do with your future outcomes. So, regret, I think this speaks to the Nine of Swords. You regret something you did, said, or an action you didn't take or you did take. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. That speaks to the Empress reverse, I think. because you can't blame others. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's up to you to make your own choices as to what is best for you, what is healthy for you. And you can't do that if you have a refusal to give yourself the self-love. If you continue to give your power away in a situation, you can't really blame others whenever it's a decision you're making. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. That's also the Nine of Swords. I mean, worrying about a situation isn't going to change anything, but action will. Action will. Then you got growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And this month you will be. There's going to be a lot of growth that occurs during the month of October. And you're going to be getting really clear on who you are and what you want, what your beliefs are, what your belief systems are. I think that you may have surrounded yourself with a lot of people that you've outgrown. And that happens in relationships. I mean, as people, I mean, by design, we're meant to evolve and grow and expand. And if you're with people, or if the people you're with aren't, I mean, you outgrow each other, and that just is what it is. And you can't change that. I mean, don't allow your growth to be stifled just because of the people you're surrounding yourself with. Make the necessary changes if it's in your best interest. And then you got surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not to act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. I think that's speaking to the Hermit card. I mean, because the Hermit card is a card of non-action. You are going to be acting. You are going to be making a decision, but before doing so, go within and get really clear on what you want. Whatever decisions you make them because you want to make them, not because you feel obligated to. Then you got surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. If you've been in a situation that's unhealthy or that doesn't make you happy, or if you feel like you've been trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, that's going to answer a lot of your questions. Because although relationships, or any type of relationship, be it work, business, love, whatever, I mean, there is going to be a certain amount of work that is required to make the relationship healthy and work and progress. I mean, if it feels like constant work, if it's constantly an uphill struggle or battle, if it doesn't feel natural and it just doesn't just flow, I mean, that's really not a healthy relationship. Then you got surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with the uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. If you're in a relationship or situation where you feel as though you have to put on a facade, wear a mask, or be something that you're not just to fit in or just so they'll love you, you're not in the right relationship, or you're not in the right situation. Something needs to be modified or changed, because you guys are great. I mean, you're smart, you're funny, I mean, you're fair, you have a lot of diplomacy, and the thing is, I think a lot of times you guys, you want so badly to make everybody happy just because you are you're the justice sign in the tarot. You want the scales to be balanced, but a lot of times in an effort to make everybody else happy, you don't make yourself happy. You're martyrs. And if people don't appreciate you for who you are and what you bring to the table naturally, you need to look around for, make some changes in that regard. Then you got surrender to the wonder of awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Everything about life is magical. And once you embrace that mindset, it'll put you in a flow state. It'll be a lot easier to use your intuition and to make what you once perceived to be difficult, difficult choices. I know you guys don't like making choices. You don't like making decisions when it comes to things, and that's what takes you so long to make a decision, because you want to be fair. You want to make sure you do the right thing. But a lot of times in doing so, you wait so long that you make the wrong choice, or it's a choice that's made out of you allow other people to make your choices for you. Remember that non-action or not making a choice is still a choice. I think you'll be realizing that, or you or they will be realizing that in the month of October. And then I pulled a divination of the ancients for you guys for advice. And you guys got smoke, which is prayers. And in what it says is, whether you've given up your prayers to God, the goddess, great spirits, or whomever aligns with your beliefs, be assured your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Still, you're required to have patience. If it may seem as though you have been waiting on an age to receive the results you've asked for, but you must allow everything to unfold naturally, like smoke rising from a fire pit. To bring it all about, things invisible to you must take place in the background. So even though you may be impatient to see results, have faith and trust that everything is in divine order. Positive anticipation is appropriate because you will receive what you are hoping for, or something even better. Incarnation. I offer up prayers of mine to Great Spirit, to Love Divine, directing my breath like smoke to thee. For answers I wait patiently. Other divinatory meanings. Prayer will help you with the situation. What you ask for will come about, and soon. And asking it will be given. Be patient. Daily prayers will enhance your connection with the divine. Keep a prayer list for those in need of helping and healing. So, I think that speaks greatly to the Hermit card. You're going to be going within, giving it up to the divine, God, Source, Spirit, whoever you subscribe to. You're going to spend a lot of time in prayer, asking for guidance. They've been heard, and have faith that all is well. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful October. I hope this reading finds you well, and I hope that it was of benefit towards you or to you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me at the email address listed in the description box. If not, much light, much love, and many blessings. Namaste.